Welcome to Hansa Airlines.
The corporate identity of Hansa Airlines consists of the following 4 elements. This is called the CI mix. 1. Personality.
The mission of Hansa Airlines is to give students the opportunity to see the world in a cheap way.
2. Behavior. Hansa Airlines provides flights as a product. Symbols. Symbols can be visuals, logos, or type styles.
A symbol of Hansa Airlines is the orange logo.
4. Communication. Communication can be press releases, internal messages, and advertisement.
This week's advertisement of Hansa Airlines is to fly to London for only $9.99.
Here we see a plane in the sky. Everything seems fine. Wait, something just went wrong. The plane has crashed. This means we have a crisis. A crisis is a dramatic change, and in this case, it's a big disaster. A farmer has witnessed the crash and immediately called the emergency units. A crisis has happened, and Hansa Airlines needs to handle this crisis in a proper way. In this video, we will explain the principles of how to manage a crisis. The first principle is be prepared. Let's start with scenario planning. If this crisis occurs, Hansa Airlines should have a crisis management team with staff from different parts of the organization.
This team sets up a crisis management plan, which is based on a question, what if? For example, what if a plane crashes into a city center?
They also rehearse this crisis management plan, the rehearsal. In this case, pilots and stewards rehearse this crisis plan for a crash, and every time a plane takes off, the passenger gets a demonstration of what to do. The second principle is to provide background information. Hansa Airlines should act immediately to prevent that journalists get other background information that the organization doesn't want in the media. Another principle is to manage the flow of information. Hansa Airlines should take immediate control, otherwise they will look foolish and it can create gossip. The fourth principle is to agree to the ground rules. Interested companies, like insurance companies, emergency units, advisors and the media, should have an agreement because there's no time to waste during a crash. Another principle is to be authoritative. Hansa Airlines needs to be the only credible source of information because they have access to property, records and staff. The seventh principle is to say you're sorry. Because of the weight of the situation and there are a lot of victims, the organization should show empathy and express their sorrow. For example, they give money and they apologize on TV. The ninth principle is to be sensitive. In the meeting you see here, there are both internal and external audiences. The staff from Hansa Airlines is internal and the victims and family of the victims are external. The internal audience uses soft voices and appropriate language to express their sorrow. At last we are going to talk about the corporate image. As the corporate identity is a communication process, the corporate image is an information process. The corporate image is how different publics see Hansa Airlines, influenced by scandals, newspapers and trends. Let's take a look at this interview as a final example.
Hi, this is Rudolf, live from Zernikepplein 7 for Hansa News. I'm standing here with 2 girls who I'm about to ask if they will ever trust Hansa Airlines again after this tragical accident. Will you ever travel with Hansa Airlines again?
Oh no, I'm so worried. I will never fly again with Hansa Airlines. If one crash happened, there will be a lot more.
And what about you?
Yeah, well, shit happens and so do plane accidents. So I would definitely fly Hansa Airlines again, because it's cheap.
Thanks for your comments, girls. Now, let's go back to you in the studio, Mart.